raptor dino dressed in black stood next to a man-shaped mass of mismatched machine parts, watching the wrecked hab approaching. The dino's name is Para, and I guess from how she speaks, her home is somewhere in the many Venus rings. She fights in others' wars for pay, or so she says. The Borg is called Utsuro, and with that, you know as much as I. He tore off another strip of meat. Why are they here at all? What's going on? Yane won't talk to me. Yane has more important work, not crashing into things. Those other two came up on the ship when you are already in hibernating sleep. I know that Para joined our crew to reach the Jovian moons. She works for passage, not for gain. I did not get the chance to ask Utsuro. He revived himself without my aid. The maneuver alert tone sounded, and the lights momentarily flickered orange. Solana swung herself into the seat, and it grabbed her securely. "We don't need any help," she said. For a moment, the deck of the galley became the ceiling as Yane fired her braking thrusters. Atman ignored the fact that he was hanging rather than perching, and concentrated on digging out the soft liver core of his meat pop before answering. "In truth, I think we do. This job may want a broader set of skills than we possess. I judge the price of things we find, and you are good with tools, but neither would be of any use to shift a heavy load. If nothing else, both Para and Utsuro look quite strong. We can print up a bot if we need muscle. Are they getting shares?" "A partial deal. As usual, we two get 5% of gross, whereas they both will split that share of what remains when all the costs are paid. Yane assures me that this will be fair to all." "I don't care if it's fair. I just don't want to lose any gigajoules because Yane decided to pick up a couple of strays." "Yet they are here, and neither you nor I can change that fact. Why don't you go and say hello, and let me eat my food? It's been 2 years since last I had a meal." Solana looked forward again, then spoke aloud, looking at the ceiling the way humans did when speaking to homes or vehicles. "Yane? Safe to move about?" "Next burn in 40 seconds. Solana pushed out of her seat and floated to the passage. Yane's life support pod was definitely a low-end model. Instead of reconfigurable smart matter, the interior was partitioned with panels of plain graphene. But some long-departed crew member had attacked the walls of the passage with a paint pen in a surprising aesthetic sense. At the galley end of the 2-meter passage, an incredibly complex, detailed pattern of curving strokes in dark green covered the walls, almost hiding the hot magenta background. As Solana moved down the passage, the pattern simplified and lightened, while the background got softer and paler so that she emerged from a light mauve end, lightly scored with spring green. "Good morning," she said aloud. The two in the observation bubble turned to greet her. Para swung her seat around, while Utsuro merely rotated his head 180 degrees. The cyborg's face, such as it was, featured an assortment of sensors on the left side and an old-fashioned visual display panel on the right. At the moment, it showed a single question symbol. "Time for breakfast?" said Para, showing a wide row of curved meat-tearing teeth. Solana had never met a dino in person before. Para was big, probably 200 kilos, but she looked lean and swift rather than bulky. The word predatory came to mind. Her long tail coiled securely around the post of the seat she was sitting on, with her massive legs tucked in on either side. She wore a simple dark skin suit with lots of pockets and had gloves on her feet with openings for her huge hooked claws, which were coated in blue enamel. Her skin was dark gold, and the crest of feathers on her head was brilliant blue, matching her eyes. More blue feathers ran along the outer edge of each bare forearm. "You'll have to get it yourself," said Solana. "I'm Solana Sina, one of Yane's senior crew. Tell me about yourselves. What are you good for?" "I can tear apart any mammal who pisses me off," said Para. "That good enough?" They were interrupted by the maneuver alert. Solana launched herself at the third of the 4 seats in front of the diamond window, and it secured her with a second to spare before Yane thrusted to the left and then down. "We don't need a rat catcher," said Solana dryly as soon as the lights went back to normal. "What technical skills do you have?" "Combat engineer," said Para.